Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? It's showtime.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay the Kid, and you listening to another episode of Entertainmentally Outrageous. That's right. That's right. We got a special guest with us today. Before I bring him on, you guys remember the last episode? I had little rounds, and I was saying that Memphis is a real hotbed for real talent, and that's just not on the music tip, but also on the comedic side. Also, in this special guest that I'm bringing up is funny as can be, very funny guy. He's he's a comedian, former ringmaster of the Universal Soul Circus. He's a man of many voices, and I can't wait to test him out on that. But you guys, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for none other than my guy, Mr. Tony Tone. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, man? What's up, Jay and M Town? What up, y'all? What up, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Just enjoying my time out here on the road, man. As you see, I'm all in my hotel room, man. I'm just enjoying a beautiful day up here in Greenville, South Carolina, right now, man.
Yeah, sure enough, man. But we gonna try to hop right into it, man. So you're from the city, you're from
Yeah,
the
I was
hometown. Well,
raised right there in M Town.
what part of the city, man?
Oh man, I live primarily, especially when I was a kid, man, over in South Memphis off of South Parkway. In some apartments called La Paloma Apartments. Shout out to La Paloma Apartments up in there. But no, right there in South Memphis, and I lived a little bit in Westwood too. I used to live in Westwood as well, and a little bit of East Memphis back in the day.
Yeah,
a little bit all over really.
Okay, sure enough. So how did you get into comedy, man?
Well, I was a class clown, man, coming up in school, all through grade school, man. Started elementary, you know what I'm saying? And I actually tried to do some stand up in high school. I came out of Overton in '89. So while I was at Overton, man, I tried to do a little stand up and get into the talent show, but it didn't work out. But a couple of years later, when I graduated, I went to college, man, and I officially started there because I started doing routines in front of the student body at Cumberland College in Williamsburg, Kentucky, and man, the rest was history, man. That's where it all started. It gave birth right there in college.
Yeah, man, and you said something that'll resonate with some, especially with myself. You saying that
Right.
you tried your hand in high school, didn't quite work out. But later on down the line, you was like, "Hey, let me try this again." And I think most of us get stuck in that. Maybe this not for me, and we just not try it at all.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you get back into it, and so you get into it, and you start gaining traction. So how did the P Diddy Bad Boys of Comedy come along? Because that was hilarious, man. I still watch that video almost every other day.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. Honestly, I forgot how or who booked me on that. Man, I really forgot. I think I was living in Atlanta at the time, and I don't think I had to audition for it. I think somebody either called me out of the blue to do it because I was in that Comic View, BET's Comic View loop. So I was doing Comic View several times. So kind of like back then, man, when your name circulated in the circuit, people just call you sometimes. So
Right.
I think I was called out of the blue to do that, man, and it worked out. So I was happy to be a part of that. And yeah, yeah. So I don't. I think I was living in either Memphis or Atlanta, man. But
Yeah.
it was fun, man. Whatever the case, it was. They called me in. I was available, man. I came in to do it, man. I had a good time. Puff was there and everything.
Yeah. So, how's the difference between, um, you just starting out, you on stage with let's let's say you in a small comedy club, and then all of a sudden you get the call to to jump on that stage for P Diddy Bad Boys comedy tour. So how did that feel? How did that feel different from going into comedy clubs and then
Well,
all of a sudden you're on TV?
yeah. Well, anytime we get a call to do some live television and or straight to DVD type stuff, man, and HBO and stuff. But they made it on HBO as well as DVD. It's always exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's always extra, and because you're playing a broader audience, man. This is before the internet, before social media, so that was a way of getting our faces and our names out there, doing anything that was nationwide or worldwide or whatever. So anytime we got a call to do any kind of television or taping, man, that's going to be on a major network. Back then, it was HBO and Showtime and pay per view and all that good stuff, man. BET. So it was just it was always a great feeling, man. Even now, they started to come back with some TV shows now. They're trying to bring them back, but it was just a great feeling, man, to know you going to record something that was big, gonna be shown to a huge audience versus a comedy club where the audience is what it is, whatever the number is that's in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's never the
Right,
same amount as television or network.
right, right. So how is that support from the city that we have one of our own. We hold our own very close.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah.
very
Hometown support is always good, man. People always be in my corner, man. Especially a lot of of course, my family, and then I got my schoolmates and stuff and friends. We Memphis be small in certain ways, man. So we can be close knit as a city when it comes to certain things, man. When I first taped Def Jam back in the day, I was also on Magic 101 Jams, which that's an old reference because anybody watching this that may not know what I'm talking about, we used to have Magic 101 before it was V101, oldies and dusties or whatever. It was Magic 101 Jams. They was in competition with 97. So back in the day, so I was over at Magic 101 Jams. My boy Prescott was on K97, of course, and that's when I was on. Matter of fact, Prescott and I we take Def Jam together actually. So we both
yeah.
represented Memphis, man, and we did a viewing party when they aired my Def Jam episode. We did a viewing party at the Mirage at Mirage, man. I think it was called Mirage at the time. It went through different names. For those of y'all, this is old school Memphis right here. It used to be Sherrod's. As a matter of fact, before it was ever a club, it was Morrison's Cafeteria. Morrison's cafeteria. Everybody knew about Morrison's from back in the day, and then it turned into Sherrod's and Prentice
Yeah.
on the Hill, and I think and Mirage or whatever it was. But we did a viewing party in that building. So I say all that to say that Memphis came out and showed support, man, of one of their homeboys on Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So going into in this is gonna be probably my favorite part of this interview, man. Becoming a ringmaster. All right. Is not a job that many people don't
Hold up,
really think about
you
doing.
kind of
Can you hear me
you
now?
kind of going out. Look, you doing a little. You kind of doing
Can
a
you
little
hear me now?
digital. Hold up, you freezing. Kind
I'm good.
of. Hold up, you froze. I can hear you, but at the same time, you kind of froze. Okay, now you back. I think you're back now.
Okay. I'm good.
Yeah, I think you're back now. Yeah, yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right. So
All right.
becoming a ringmaster, man, is a job that, I would say ordinary people don't really think about, man. You have to it comes with a different expectation. Uh So how does one get into being a ringmaster?
Well, it came from my first manager in stand-up comedy. Her name is Denise Howard. She became over time. She became the show producer at the Universal Circus, and they were looking for a new ringmaster, somebody to take Shucky Ducky's place because Shucky was moving on. And they called me. I was living in LA at the time, and she called me, and that's basically it. She called me, and I came in and met with the owner owner of the circus, Cedric Walker, and the rest was history. That happened back in 2006. So I was full time from 2006 until like 2012, and then I would like come back and do a little in and out stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much how I got in there, man. I was called out of the blue by the show producer, who was also at one time my first manager in stand up comedy.
Yeah. So tell us about that experience, man, because I know every day it has to be interesting coming to work, and
Oh yeah.
yeah. So tell us about the experience, man.
Yeah, it was always nonstop fun under the big top, man, and it's still that way now, to be honest. But um, yeah, man, it's the circus, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah.
we had a structured show, but at the same time, we could also have a lot of fun with all the families under the big top. Everything we were and it still is a one ring circus, so only have one ring, and everything happens in that ring, and just to be the ringmaster is basically a glorification of basically saying you're the host or the MC of the show. So
Right.
I facilitated the show to everybody, introducing the acts and having fun, carrying the crowds through formalities, man. And you get to work with the people from all over the world. All the talent were authentically from their countries, like fresh off the boat or whatever. And I mean, a lot of language barriers, but by the end of the tour, everybody knew how to speak a little bit of everybody else's language and everything.
Yeah.
Um, it was just a lot of fun. We're one big family, man. You become one big family as time goes because the tour was very long, and being able to entertain families around the country and show the kids over here that people look just like them in the ring doing extraordinary stuff, man. So it was cool, man. It was a lot of fun, man. You know, I'm still associated with the circus. From time
Hmm.
to time, I go back whenever I'm available, but I've been very busy here lately, so I haven't been able to go back.
Yeah. So tell us about coming doing the circus after the legendary Shucky Ducky, because he was there for a minute, and
Yeah, he was
it's
there for a minute. I think
yeah. So
I think
those are
Stuckey
some big.
was second. I think he was second. He was after both of us. You know, all of us were following Caswell Cal, the very first
Yeah.
ringmaster. Him and Zeke. Now Zeke is still there, the little guy. Zeke is
Yeah.
still there, but Caswell Cal, those were shoes we were all filling, right? So
Right.
Chucky was up first. He came after Cal, and I came after Shucky, and of course I knew me and Shucky knew each other before we ever did this, before he even joined the circus. Man, we
Yeah.
did shows, comedy shows together. We performed at a few clubs together back when I'm talking about he was really hot, fresh off of Comedy View. You know, Comedy View was still out. Shucky
Yeah.
Ducky, quack quack. You know, so
Oh, yeah.
follow him, man. That was those are also some shoes to fill too. So you know, I had at least two or three people I had to follow because the third person was her name is Patrice Lovely. She was
Yeah.
also there too, and she did it as a character named Maybelle, kind of like an old lady clown, and she was really good. She could sing, she could act. Matter of fact, Patrice to this day does a lot of Tyler Perry stuff now. So
Right.
I had to follow all three of them. So and I came in and I grabbed the reins and took off, man. So yeah, man, I did my thing too. So I left my footprint in the Universal Circus as well.
Yeah, very legendary, man. Very legendary. I remember going as I think I was about around either 11 or 12 at the time, and I think that was around the time where Shucky Ducky was the ringmaster.
Okay.
Ringmaster, yeah. And I've been once, only once, and I still remember that whole show, man. That whole show.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's how much of an impression, you know, it'll have on you. So I advise
Right,
everybody, if
right.
you haven't been, I definitely advise you to go and have fun, man, because it's one of those things to
It's
where
still there. It's still
yeah,
around, man. They
yeah,
still
you have
touring right now. They're in New
well,
York
you
right
have
now.
to be there. Yeah, you definitely had to
Yeah.
be there. So going into your impressions, man, you are regarded as one of the kings of impression. Um
Wow, the Kings. Huh?
one
I
you
appreciate it.
you regarded one of the king. I know from Memphis you are literally actually the king of impression, because I don't know anybody else that has it down packed like you do.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Definitely, definitely. So, if you don't mind, man, we're gonna throw in the game. How's your improv skills? I know with you being a ringmaster, I know you had to kind of, improv a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Gotta be able to improv. That's my thing, improv. So yeah, I got you.
all
Yeah.
right, all right. So we're gonna test out some of these scenarios as some of these different voices. All
All right,
right.
let's go for it. Let's try to see what you got.
All right. So first, we got Chris Rock going off on his barber for messing up his haircut.
Let me see what's going on. Let me see what the hair look like. That's what I'm talking about, man. Wait, man, hold up, man. Hold up, hold up. I can't believe I asked for the number 5 and you gave me the number 8. The what the hell's going on with my hair? I asked for number 5. He gave me number 8.5. What? He gave. I didn't ask for a plug. He plugged my hair. I gotta wear a hat for the rest of my time. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Can't go to Black Barbers, man. In that shell every time.
Oh my God. That was excellent. That was excellent. Let's go. Bertie Mac and Popeyes, and they ran out of chicken.
Who?
Bernie Mac and Popeyes, and they ran out of chicken.
Okay, all right.
Let me see what I want. See what I want. See what I want. I can't wait. Couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. Want something to eat. Want something to eat. I'm tell you right now. Let me tell you. Let me give me a number 4 combo. A number 4 through 8. That's what I'm talking about. Can I have those? What? What? Hold on. How you doing? Wait a minute. Hold on. He ran out of chicken. He ran out of chicken. I can't believe it. Where the motherfucking chicken house? Is it chicken? Let's say chicken outside. Read the sign. Read the sign. Is it chicken outside? Is it chicken on the motherfucking sign? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't got no chicken up in here. Let me tell you something. I'll bust your head to the white meat, you mother. You know what? I gotta get the chicken. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want some motherfucking chicken. I want no peppers. I want a chicken.
Oh man, you got my head hurting. All right, Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to win a spelling bee.
All right. Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to win a spelling bee. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm next here. What's the word? Give me the word, and I'm ready. Uh, okay. Uh, Schwarzenegger. Uh, let's see. He's got an S. Uh, S. C. You have an H over here, an H, and I don't know. Either Swords. Uh, you have a W. You have a A, and you have two R's, and Z is somewhere in there. I can't believe it. I cannot spell my own name. Somebody help me get out of here. Come on, let's get to the chopper. Do it now. Ah, Schwarzenegger. That's my name. I cannot spell my own name. That is crazy.
Oh man. All right. We got Cat Williams at the car lot, and they're trying to put him in a powder blue Prius.
All right, all right.
All right, everybody, I'm ready to get this new car. Let me see what they got up here. I know they got something good for me. And I know what's your surprise. They told me I had a surprise for a car, and I'm ready for a new car. I gotta be a Bentley or Aston Martin, a Mercedes, Maybach, something good. I know it's gonna be something good. 'Cause that's the only way I roll, because I'm a pimp. Everybody knows that right now. And let's see what you got. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, that's not. First of all, it's powder blue, and it's a Prius too. I can't believe they put me in a Prius, a powder blue. It could have been a powder blue Bentley. I'm not driving nothing with powder or blue in the title. I'm telling you right now. Help! Somebody help me, cause a pimp is down. A pimp is stressed.
Oh man, oh man, that was excellent. That was good. I gotta give you a round of applause for that one, man. That
I
was
appreciate it.
that excellent. Definitely
Thanks,
excellent.
man.
So, have you met anybody that you do an impression of that they didn't like it?
No. Not that I know of. I mean, I've done Chris Tucker in front of Chris,
Oh, I
and
gotta hear. I gotta hear that one, man.
I mean, I know him and his family well, so sometimes I call like his brother, like, hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? Hey, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? What? Come on, man. Hey, what? Hey, it's your brother, man. Come on, you know who it is, man. And they be like, man, quit playing, you know. I did Chris Rock in front of Chris Rock. I had to follow him at the comedy store. I had to go up after him, and I did him. I did him his voice. For me, Chris Rock, just get off the stage. You know, he saw it, and yeah, he just stripped off of it.
Oh, oh man, that's excellent, man. That's excellent. So let's go into what you got going on now. You're on tour with the legend Don Curry, DC Don Curry. Um, so
Yep,
how
aka
tell
Uncle
us about
Elroy. Yeah, man.
Uncle Elroy. I don't care how
Oh
high
man,
you
we,
get in my
we right. I've been knowing Don for a long time since the Comic View days, because he was one of the hosts of BET's Comic View after DL Hughley, because DL Hughley was the first host. So
yeah.
um, after DL left, they started having different hosts. So they had Gary on, DC Curry, and so on. So Don and I, we worked together years ago. We crossed paths again and worked together in Cleveland. We was in Cleveland, Ohio. I think last year. Yeah, it was last year. And we've been working together ever since on his club dates, like when he do comedy clubs. So that's why I'm here in Greenville, South Carolina, because we start working at the Comedy Zone tomorrow night through Sunday. So we'll be at the Comedy Zone, and then we're going from here to Virginia Beach, Virginia, next Friday and Saturday. And then after that, we're in Tampa, Florida. But yeah, I've been it's been great working with Don, man. Great guy, one of the nicest people you ever want to meet, man. One of the nicest and the most real, most real. He's a real dude. Like, yeah, man, he keeps it real, honest. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he's funny. He's a legend. He's a living legend, man. And you never stop learning in this comedy game, man. So I'm still learning. I learning some, learning from him as well.
Yeah, and you also just what you saying that you're still learning. You've been in the game for 20 years, man. 20
Yeah,
years.
actually,
And
30 plus altogether.
but being that you are as seasoned as you are, but you still have the willingness to actually learn,
Oh
because
yeah.
when
Oh yeah.
when some people in the industry for a certain amount of time, 20 years or more, they tend to walk around thinking they know everything.
Oh
and
yeah.
you
Of course. Yeah.
but
Yeah. They get jaded.
yeah, man. So to know that you're still learning, no matter how long you've been in the game, you know
Right.
that's always good to hear. As far as comedy goes, man, how is it, say like you have somebody that wants to get into this industry. It's not always gonna be peaches and cream. You know, you might go on stage one night and you might wreck it, but then you might go on stage another night or the next week and you totally bomb. So
Oh, well, yeah,
what do you
yeah.
say that again?
Now, go ahead. You say what now?
And you totally bombed. So what do you say to that person, that comedian that has gone through that recently, and they're just thinking about maybe this ain't for me, or I don't know which way I need to go. What do you say to those people, those comedians that's trying to get it right?
Well, to any young comedian that goes through that, it's actually a good thing to go through because it'll make you or break you to see if what you're really made of because you grow from the adversity, which of bombing, or whatever, or not having a good set. I always say, keep going, but that's when you really grow. Those are your moments of growth when you go through some adversity, especially like that. That's going to test you and see what you're really made of if you cut out to do this because if it becomes your career and your job, then we all have a bad day at work every now and then. That goes for any veteran, including myself. We all have bad days at work every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it to happen a lot, but you can be great at your job, but everybody gonna have at least a day or two coming. It comes around like a carousel, man. It's gonna come around where you're gonna have one bad day, but then if you got one bad day versus 10 or 20, that's a winning percentage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
I just say keep going and regroup. It happened to me a couple of times, man. Early in my career, I got booed a couple of times, and I went back. I fought through the set, and I went back that night and regrouped and made some adjustments, and came back with the same jokes and told them differently. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just didn't give up. I didn't let that deter me. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't handle that. That's why I said if you have a bad set or get booed, that's something I feel like you need to go through to see what you're really made of. And I came up in the Apollo night era where it was either you had a Def Jam night, you had a Def Jam night or you had Apollo night at comedy clubs. So I came up in an era where you had to bring it or else you're gonna get it. And I never got booed off, but not a whole lot. Once or twice they got me, but not I won most of the time.
Yeah, definitely, and things like that, man. You have to keep, you had to keep grinding towards it because I know. Have you dealt with hecklers? Probably not as of late. You've been so seasoned in the game, but I know starting out,
Right.
You have a lot of hecklers to deal with.
Yeah, I've had hecklers. I didn't have them routinely, but I would have it much more often than I do now. I don't get that now, but I've had some in my time, man. And of course, I'm an improv guy, so sometimes when you heckle me, that enhances my show because I'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? I came up in Memphis, man. You had to know how to what we call checking. Everybody got a different name for it around the country, man. But in Memphis, we call it checking. I was a big time checker. I mean, all through school. As soon as the teacher left the room, man, we were checking. We was checking and we standing in the hallway, at the lunchroom, wherever we were checking. So on the bus coming to school and going home, we were checking. So you yell out at me, it's over for you. It's over for you.
Yeah, man. Growing up in Memphis, man, you gotta have that thick skin because they checking can go as far as some people take it. They take it too far.
Right.
A little bit too
far.
far.
Yeah, some people go too far. You gotta have thick skin, man. I never got mad if I lost, in the checking battle, man. But I would go right. I go head up with you though. I'll be checking with the best of them.
Yeah, right. So I got another segment that I'm gonna throw at you, man. This a segment called Ayo Kid. It's it's basically the listeners will write in, ask for our advice. And this one is a good one. I give you that. So All right, here we go. So this is Ayo Kid. You got mail. All right.
All right.
So my boyfriend, 28, excuse me, likes to be called daddy in bed while we're being intimate. I've obliged this request, but it's starting to creep me out, and I've decided I don't want to do it anymore. He is not happy with this and insists it has nothing to do with the quotation of the word. He just simply enjoys hearing me say it. Since he wasn't budging on the issue, I told him I like for him to call me grandma in bed as a compromise. He didn't like it. He didn't like this option, and he said it was giving him visuals he would prefer not to have. Like, okay, join the club. Anyway, the last time he tried to initiate intimacy with me, I started to refer to myself as grandma in the third person. Do you like when grandma does this, etc.? He flew off the handle, said I ruined the mood, made him feel gross, and I was being ridiculous. I think I proved my point, but he thinks I'm being an asshole. So am I being the asshole?
And is that from Dwight Howard and his mate? Signed Dwight Howard. Dribble, dribble.
Oh man.
Call me coach. Call me coach. Dwight want to be called. Call me coach.
That is weird, man. I don't prefer the names in the bedroom. The daddy and the mommy.
Yeah.
It's just way too much, man. It's too
Yeah,
much confusion.
I've never been that person either, man. You know what I'm saying? All that daddy and zaddy and all. No, just call me temporary. Call me temporary. call me Skeeter. Call me Skeeter. Skeeter. That's my name. Call me Skeeter, baby. That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah. The Lord forbid you have kids, man, and all of a sudden, you hear mommy or somebody saying daddy, and you get that visual in your head.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, it's this not
Yeah, that's
it.
some right. That's some old pedophile kind of pedophilia ship in there. I'm cool with that, man. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh,
So
man.
that the sender was anonymous.
Yeah, that sender was anonymous, man. It's gonna be one of these days where somebody write me in and say their actual name.
Right. So no, I don't think they're being an asshole about it. I think they being reasonably that's a reasonable pause. That's a reasonable pause.
Right. Because who wants to hear mommy or grandma in the bedroom, man? It's not it.
Yeah, right. That ain't I don't know who started that anyway. I don't know where that came from. It just they need to no, that's not a good
Man,
one.
there's most of these trends out here, man. They just pop up out of the blue, and it was fleek
Yeah.
before, and then people didn't know what fleek meant until they actually looked it up. So it's I don't know what's going on nowadays. I kind
I
of wish
never
we would
followed none of this stuff, man.
for real, man. For real. So, I mean to hold too much of your time, man. I know you're a busy man in everything, but tell the people where they can follow you, where they can hopefully you coming to their town soon. With the tour and everything.
As far as social media, of course, on Instagram at Tony Tone Comedy. That's TonyTone Comedy. Tony Tone Comedy at on Instagram. I am on TikTok. I try to I try to keep up with this stuff. TikTok, I'm on there under Comedian Tony Tone. Comedian Tony Tone. Again, that's TonyTone. And Facebook, I think they made me use my government name on Facebook, so it's Tony Llewellyn, and Llewellyn is LUEWELLYN. But and I do have a Facebook page on the Comedian Tony Tone as well too. So, but primarily Instagram, TikTok. You know, you can find me there. I got to repost my schedule, but my show dates and stuff. Like I say, I'm here in Greenville, South Carolina. So anybody out there listening in the Greenville area, me and Don DC Curry start tomorrow night, Friday through Saturday. That's November 3rd through 5th. And then we're in Virginia Beach, Virginia at the Funny Bone, November 11th and 10th and 11th. And then the Tampa Improv, November 17th through the 19th. And then I'm back home in Memphis for Thanksgiving. I even have a show I got to host at the Cannon Center, Lakeside, Midnight Star, Bobby Rush, Larry Dotson. Yeah, that's going to be the Cannon Center, November 25th, the day after, a couple of days after Thanksgiving. So, yeah, I'm around. I'm doing my thing. So, yeah, you can find me on those social media outlets. Tony Tone Comedy on Instagram, and I'll post my schedules there.
Well, whenever you come near close to Nashville, man, let me know.
Are you up in the field? We might be at Zany's, man. We'll be at Zany's. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna come check y'all out, man. But I definitely appreciate your time, man. I don't take it
no
lightly.
problem.
And it was wonderful talking to you and actually getting to know you, man. And hopefully later on down the line we can do another episode, but also do it in person.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Yeah, I'll do it, man. Yeah, I'll hopefully I get through Nashville soon, man. I used to live in Nashville, so I know about the Ville, and hopefully I'll let you know when we come to Zany's too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again, man, this has been another episode of Entertainingly Outrageous. I am your boy Jay the Kid. That is my man Tony Tone. I'll holler at y'all, man. Cue the outro.